It's with a heavy heart I make this video, I'm not gonna lie. It's a sad day for us Goku fanboys, wala billah. Goku, the greatest, one of the greatest characters to ever do it. One of my all-time favorites. I genuinely thought, like, not to sound like a homosexual, but when I first saw Goku in Z and his evolution, I thought, damn, this is how a man is supposed to be like, right? This is the perfect idea of a man. But what they did to him in Super, it was downright criminal. Like, shout out Akira Toriyama, but I don't know what happened. He must have went demented or something, R.I.P., but I don't know what the fuck that was in Super. Let's draw the parallels, shall we? Let's start off with Z. What made Z Goku so great? What made him one of the greatest characters in all fiction, right? You see Goku in Z, in the beginning, he's typically... I'm not going to talk about OG Dragon Ball. If we go even further back, his evolution is so good. But let's talk about Z in this one. When you look at the beginning of Z, right? Goku is a pretty stereotypical Saiyan. Even though we don't really know he's a Saiyan at first until Uncle Raditz pulls up, right? For the family reunion. Shout out Raditz, or IP. Goku's like a stereotypical Saiyan. You see him get excited over fights, right? He gets excited over fights. He gets... his Saiyan nature, right? He gets excited over fights, but he had that... He was goofy, obviously. Goku's always been a goofy character, but he had that serious side to him, right? And we see his Saiyan nature in a lot of these instances. For example, when he fought Frieza, right? He could have beat Frieza, but he wanted the thrill of the fight. Even Vegeta himself said it. When he said, of course, he's not going to deny the fight of a lifetime, right? Goku fought Frieza to the death. He could have got it over with, but he enjoyed the fight and he wanted he wanted his pride to be torn to shreds, right? So Goku was fighting Frieza and he was enjoying himself, as we could clearly see in the fight, right? Goku was having a ball, if being honest. He's saying instinct kicking full time. But he realized, I think he realized when Trunks showed up, right? When Trunks showed up and started talking about how bad his timeline was, right? And Goku, his first instinct was, damn, I don't even get to fight the androids, right? Typical Goku fashion, he wants to fight the androids. He gets excited by battle, right? It's in his nature. It's in our Saiyan nature. I'm not Saiyan myself, right? So I understand. But as the story progresses, and this is where Goku has one of the best character development in Shonen, in my opinion. As the story progresses, right, he gets excited over fighting the androids and stuff, and he trains, he gets excited over fighting the androids, and then the androids actually emerge, right? He fights the androids, and or he catches the horde virus, but whatever, but he's going to fight them until then Cell emerges. And I feel like this is where Goku kind of changed, right? Because Goku, in the beginning of Z, he would just get excited, as we saw. He got excited when he heard about the androids. Still, he wanted to fight them, right? But after this, right, Goku was training with Gohan and stuff, but after this, instead of just getting, oh wow, Cell is hosting a tournament, I want to beat him, and typical, I want to be the best and I want to be the strongest that Goku was in the beginning, right? He was just me. And then he thought, okay, I've seen Gohan, right? Gohan has, and this is such good character writing, Gohan has so much potential. He has more potential than me. Imagine you're a Saiyan. You're fighting against your own nature. You're fighting against your own pride and everything. You leave everything behind. You leave the possibility of having the greatest fight of your life to train your son to ensure the Earth's safety, right? Because that's what Goku did. He realized, damn, not only am I putting the Earth at jeopardy, right? Because all of the androids, it wasn't Goku's fault, right? But the androids came back because he didn't finish off Dr. Gero. And Frieza came back like the same arc to get revenge on him. So he felt like he put the Earth at danger. It wasn't his fault, obviously, right? But Goku he's a good human being, so he blamed himself, right? And instead of just getting excited fighting Cell, like I said, he goes and trains Gohan, right? He realized Gohan has the most potential he's ever seen. Like, he's 10, 11 years old and he's so strong, right? We can draw the parallels with Goku and OG Dragon Ball. They weren't even close in strength, right? At all. It's night and day difference. So instead of just getting excited over a fight, like I said a million times now, he teaches Gohan and he unlocks his potential. Because Gohan, the thing with Gohan was he was just he had a lot of insecurities, right? He felt like he wasn't strong enough, and Goku. I'm gonna expand on that later. Goku, he kind of he makes him confident, more or less, right? We see the Cell fight, and Goku fights Cell, and then he gives up, and he tells Gohan to fight him, right? And then Gohan, he says a lot of stuff. He says like, I'm just a kid. I haven't changed. Not at all, right? And Goku tells him a million times, will you stop attacking yourself? I don't know where you got it in your head that there's something wrong with you, because there's not. You saved us a million times and you're going to do it again. And a lot of the times Gohan, he was unsure of himself, right? He says, Dad, I'm sorry. It's my fault that it came to this. If I just finish off Cell sooner. He said, and Goku says something like, what does he say exactly? I don't remember exactly what he said. I'm paraphrasing, but he says, what no would have happened? For what we did, the thing you did was the best move, right? Life is too short to have regrets or something like that, right? And then he tells Gohan again, right? He tells him, really, what's draining your strength is your own self-doubt. Just don't listen to it, okay? He installs so much confidence. I can't believe anyone thinks Goku's a bad dad. You're a fat slob if you think Goku's a bad dad. But just because your fat dad abandoned you doesn't make Goku a bad dad. He's a great dad, if anything. He installs so much confidence into Gohan. Gohan ultimately beats Cell, right? And a lot of people clown Goku for this, but I feel like people who clown Goku for this, they just haven't watched Z, right? They say, oh, Goku died and blah, blah, blah. And he could have spent time with his son and whatever. But he says 2 seconds after, when they want to wish back Goku, he tells them, don't wish me back because I feel like I'm putting the Earth in danger with the whole androids and Frieza and the whole fibbity-bibbity. We all saw it, right? But people say, oh, Lord Goku died and he could have instant transmission back. Yes, he could, but he didn't want to, genius. He literally says why 2 seconds after. You guys don't even watch the show. So Goku he sacrifices everything, by the way. His own life, he's spending time with his wife, his son, being on Earth, fighting, to be in the other world, just so he can keep the Earth safe. He went from like I said, he just went from a selfish guy that loved to fight. Maybe not selfish. I guess, yeah, selfish. He just loved to fight. And now he became, in my opinion, Goku became in Cell Saga and in Buu Saga, he became enlightened, in my opinion. Goku went from just a brainless brute to teaching the youth, right? And I'm going to expand on this because he teaches Goten in the next arc, right? So he was perfect. And I know why Akira didn't do that stuff, because Gohan wasn't as popular. But this was the perfect character arc for Goku. He didn't need to come back. I love him as a character, but his arc was done, right? He already evolved. He ascended human form. He ascended mortal form, right? He became perfect. Like Goku became the perfect character, in my opinion. He already did what he had to. He taught Gohan everything, who had more potential, but Gohan didn't like to fight, right? So they brought Goku back. And they bring Goku back, right? And now I'm going to start drawing the parallel with Super, because Buu arc, and then it's Beerus arc after that, right? We see Goku in Buu arc. He's more or less the same as he was in Cell, right? He's enlightened. He's still a goofy guy and he likes to have fun and laugh. But when it comes to the serious aspect, he was so serious. And I'm going to start drawing the parallels now. For example, when we saw Vegeta, he was starting losing his mind and stuff, right? He became Majin and Goku wanted to fight him. Goku, he damn near ki blast Supreme Kai to Narnia, G. Walla Bila, I remember, G. Walla Bila, when I saw that, I was so hyped. I went outside, I started swinging on random grandmothers. I got my ass beat because there were a lot of them, but that's besides the point. Walla Bila. Now, what he did to Supreme Kai, because he realized, okay, Vegeta this is not a joke. Vegeta isn't playing around. He's blasting random people in the crowd, right? And when you see Buu is about to hatch, right? Vegeta, he gets excited because he's a Saiyan, right? Obviously, he gets excited and he says, Supreme Kai and the Kais, they underestimated our strength so many times. We can beat this Buu guy. We've seen it, right? Because the Kais did underestimate him a lot, if we're being honest. But old Goku would be like, oh yeah, sure, Vegeta, let's fight him. Or Super Goku. But he says, no, this is different, Vegeta. We can't beat this guy. He's too strong. His ki levels is anything like we ever faced before, right? Showing his maturity, how he matured over the show. and not just being excited over the prospect of fighting another challenger, right? And then we all see what happens. Vegeta knocks him ass out, and he goes, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim." Boom! He blows himself up, right? RP Vegeta, he blew himself up to smithereens. And then Goku goes and fights Buu. He shows Super Saiyan 3, right? And then he teaches Goten and Trunks fusion, and he shows them Super Saiyan 3, and they kind of catch on themselves, right? Goku goes back to the other world, and like I said, this is the perfect contrast of a character because he's goofy in nature, but he's still serious. Goku is basically that homosexual quote, "Even the devil shivers when the nice guy gets mad," or whatever these incels be saying. But that's Goku basically, right? He's a nice guy, he's a sweetheart, but don't mess with him. Walla billah, because he's a different breed when he gets mad. We've seen it so many times. You see Goku in Buu Saga, right? Perfect example. Let's get to the nitty gritty. When he's inside Buu, pause, no homo, or not, let's rewind. Let's go even a little bit further back than that. Perfect example. Think about Goku when he fuses with Vegeta versus Buu, and then look at when he fuses versus Vegeta with Vegeta versus Zamasu. It's so different, right? Goku gives one of the best speeches in the whole show. "We lost our old race, Vegeta. Don't let us lose this one too." Or he says something like that. Go watch that speech. It's so good, right? And then they fuse. He convinces Vegeta to fuse with him, right? But they fuse after Goku giving one of the best speeches. They can't even die, even Bulma. They fuse. They beat Buu's ass. One of the best fights. I love that fight, right? They go inside Buu. Pause. No homo. And that's where we see Goku's goofy side there. It's a perfect contrast. He's funny. Him and Vegeta are having a good time, I guess, is inside Buu, no homo. And then when he pops out, "Oh, people popcorn," or whatever he said, right? And then 2 seconds after, Buu, he wants to blow up the whole planet. And Goku, he pleads to Buu. I've never seen him plead like that. "Please, Buu, there's nothing left. There will be nothing left." And Buu blows up the whole planet, right? We see it, Goku, instead of just beating him like he stated a million times in the show too, right? He says, "I won't be around forever. And neither will he, hopefully." Sheesh. He starts blaming Vegeta, right? Perfect example of him being goofy and serious at the same time. And then Buu is sound asleep because of a bum. And then he becomes serious. Instead of just waking him up and says, "Oh, let's fight, Buu," he says, "Nah, he's killed too many innocent people. This can't go on." And we see a flashback of the earth getting blown up, right? And then Goku, he stated so many times we could have beat him, but he won't be around forever, like I said. So he wanted Gohan or Goten or Trunks or Vegeta, whatever, to step up in his place because he can't save the earth forever, right? It's just true. So Goku, instead of just being excited or fighting Buu again, he wants someone else to beat him, but unfortunately that doesn't happen. So he himself beats him at the end of the day with the help of Vegeta and everyone giving spirit bomb and stuff like that, right? And now let's go into Super. Perfect example, because Buu was he was a creature that's been there for so many years, and now everybody in the show knows about Beerus, right? Or he's some god, whatever. When he starts sparring with Beerus, that's perfectly fine. That's in line with Goku's character and stuff like that. Goku still wants to fight, right? I'm not saying he should become some pacifist monk or anything like that. But after, when he fights Beerus, when they're fighting in the, space and stuff, Goku he's having he's not even being serious. He's literally playing around with a deity, god of destroyer. It's like he's having a laugh. You see Beerus starts playing keepy ups. He starts kicking the ball and Goku barely cares. Like, he's just getting excited over fighting a strong opponent. Like, he has character regression in Super, right? He went back to how he was in the beginning, just a brainless brute wanting to fight. You see him versus Beerus, he just wants to fight. He gets excited over fighting a prospect, right? And Beerus, he damn near could have blown up the whole planet and killed everyone he loves, but he doesn't care as long as he gets to fight, I guess, right? He just gets stronger. Then Beerus becomes a likable character. They go train with him, and then he trains with he fights Frieza, right? And I don't know why they gave Goku this weakness. I feel like it's just plot convenience, because in Z he didn't have it. Yes, he had it before, but in Cell Arc, they showcase that he doesn't have this weakness anymore, because he tells Gohan, finish Cell off, by the way. Goku he wasn't trigger shy after Frieza arc. He wasn't. Like, he realized his mistakes. He realized, okay, my selfishness and my recklessness and my desire for battle, right? It actually leaves innocent people at risk, right? We've seen it so many times. But for some reason now in Super, he just has some convenient weakness that he takes fights not too serious. When in Z, he did, right? We've seen it. We've seen how mature he was in Cell arc and Buu arc, like I already stated. I gave a million examples. But now all of a sudden he's just a battle-hungry guy from nowhere again. I don't know why they made him so brainless. Like, why Goku would, in Cell or Buu arc, he would never ever get sniped by some random. Like, what the fuck was that? That was so stupid. Like, Goku, he mastered everything. He was so cautious. He was a serious guy when he came to the battle aspect. But now they reduced him to a child. To be honest, he's so childish in Super, and it's not even funny at all. Like, Goku, like I said, in Z, he would never ever get lasered by some random bum. I don't even remember that bum's name. Gorbo, Gordon Ramsay, or whatever his name was. Isbis, Habas, whatever his name was. And then, this is where Goku started to piss me off completely. I thought, okay, obviously Dragon Ball hasn't been on air for so many years. It's fine for, like, Goku to be kind of weird in the beginning arcs. Maybe the Takeda trying to find his rhythm or whatever. I was coping hard. I'm not gonna lie, I was coping so hard. Because this arc, the Universe arc was fine, but the arc after, the Zamasu arc, Goku started to piss me off. Like, this guy is committing genocide and Goku he's happy to fight him. And not only that, I can't believe I've never seen anyone say this, by the way, except me, because I'm a Dragon Ball fanboy to the core, to my jacked, muscular, sub 10% body fat core. Video soon, by the way, or face cam soon, by the way. Like, Trunks comes back with PTSD again. Jinai Zo, that Trunks he went through enough, right? He comes back with PTSD again. We see Zamasu blowing up everything, killing his mom and stuff. And Goku could have literally beat him, but he forgets that fucking stupid quirk in the Mafuba, right? In the evil containment wave. He knows he can seal him, but, like, this is not even funny. That's not even a gag at this point. How is this funny? The whole world is at stake. Trunks is getting his mental exploded, right? Everyone is getting packed up. They're all dying. And Goku just goes, oh, sorry, I forgot the most important part to the fucking spell. Like, how is he so dumb in Super? Like, he would never ever... Could you ever imagine Goku in Z, in later stages of Z, in Cell or Buu arc, completely just forget something so important? Like, how? He would never ever do that. Like, why did they make Goku so stupid for no reason? And the final part is obviously the Tournament of Power, right? You can look at Cell games and then you can look at Tournament of Power. They're both like the Earth is at stake for Cell, and then the universe, the universe is at stake for this Tournament of Power stuff, right? Goku, he treats Space Hitler, whatever his name is, Zeno, one of the worst characters of all time, by the way. I don't know why they added him, but whatever. That's a video for another day. He acts like Zeno is his best friend or something. Hey, he's playing chess with planets, blowing everyone up for funsies, bro. He's not exactly a good guy, is he? And Goku, he goes, even Beerus gets annoyed, right? Goku goes and treats Zeno like his bestie or something. It's really weird, right? Zeno says, oh, we're about to blow up 50 universes, and Goku just gets excited over the fact that he's gonna fight someone strong. Like, it doesn't even make sense. If Goku wants to fight people that's stronger than him, why does a tournament have to be held where every universe is at stake, right? If Goku, he has Whis and Beerus right there, right? He can fight them. He's not even stronger than Beerus, right? Why would he want to fight other universes? I know Beerus doesn't really want to fight him, but still. Or he could just ask Whis himself to go to other universes or something, right? But Goku just gets excited over the fact that he gets to fight someone strong. It's not... I don't know. I could never imagine Goku in Z, in Cell Saga or Buu Saga, be that close to Zeno, to be honest. Like, he would never ever allow, because Zeno is probably, or he is stronger than him, I guess. But I don't know. I can't see him being like all buddy with him, at least. Goku would be more cautious. Like, you see it all the time with the... When he went to Zeno, right? He saw the Grand Priest, right? This guy it's just... you look strong. I want to fight you. That's it. That's how Goku is reduced. He's just a brainless brute. Like, there's no depth to his character. There's no growth. There, like in Z, how we went from brainless to enlightened, teaching the youth, putting his own pride aside, putting his own nature aside. He went against his own nature to keep the earth safe, to let other people eat, right? To let Gohan and Goten and Trunks and Vegeta step up and be the hero. But now he's just, OG, you look strong, I want to fight you. I think that's about it for the video, right? I don't really have much more to add. If they bring back Dragon Ball, which I hope, because it's my favorite anime, obviously, right? I hope Goku becomes just like he was in Z, right? He can still be goofy by nature, and he can still get excited over fighting a strong opponent. But when he's actually fighting someone and everyone is dying to him, instead of going like, hee hee, I'm fighting a strong guy. Like, be a little more serious, bro. Like, people are dying around you. You're acting like you're playing for funsies or something. Like, you're losing elo. You're losing brain cells. You're making me lose brain cells watching you. You went from one of my all-time favorite characters to some special needs kid, voila. All drooling on the floor, on the screen, like a spit. I don't know why they did Goku. Like, why did they even make Goku like this? I don't get it, walla billah. What a fall from grace. Like I said before, shout out Goku, though, one of my all-time favorites. I pray to God they make him revert to what he was before. And yeah, that's about it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe, because I'm trying to make it out that trap. Wallah, billah.